Alright, hello everybody. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh my god, I forgot what day of the week it was for a second there. Woo! Okay, we're good. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. I just got off work. I am here. I am ready. I am back. Alright, let's pause the Spotify so that we can get actual game audio here. Ha ha ha! We are so back. So good news. I may or may not have done a side quest or two off stream. The reason this is good news is that you guys didn't have to watch me run around Nebel Valley for like an hour and a half trying to find the monster that is there. It took me a while to find it. There was like a whole area that I had no idea existed because I had to like turn the camera so that I could actually see the bridge that went into said area. I thought that I had explored all of Nebel Valley and I was incorrect. But that means that as far as I am aware, all of the side quests that I can possibly do right now have been completed. So, we are free to move forward with like actual plot right now, which is great. I am very excited about it. Ta-da! We are in the Bracer Gate. Hello! Yeah, look at that. Look at all of those requests reported. This is so much better than Enroll-It when I had absolutely no idea what I was doing and didn't know that quests could expire. And I missed I think that I missed at least 3. I think that there are 3 Enroll-It quests that expired and I will just never be able to do them because I didn't know that you had to do them before certain parts of the main story. So now I know. Now I know! Carolyn, welcome in. How are you? How was... You were on home stream the other night, right? I think that I got a Discord ping about that. Pay no attention to the fact that the music left for a second. It's been a week? Oh no! Oh man, just busy? Or hopefully just busy and not like things actively bad happening, but... Hopefully, Lily can make things better. Tell her I love her, please. We've been playing through Ace Attorney Trilogy, but now we're on hiatus. Oh, I see. I hope that Home has been enjoying Ace Attorney, and that you have also been enjoying Ace Attorney. I can't remember off of the top of my head if it was your first playthrough, or if you had played the Ace Attorney Trilogy beforehand. I love the Ace Attorney Trilogy. I played it last year, I think. I can't remember when I played it, but I love it. It's a combination of many things. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. I know that things have been kind of a lot for you for kind of a while now, but like, I appreciate you being here, and I hope that things just stop for like at least 3 days so that you can just not deal with anything. Thank you. You will tell her when I get back home. In exchange, Kyoko, Carolyn loves you. You didn't say that, but I am assuming. Because who wouldn't? Who wouldn't love her? I do very much. She's currently under the table, laying on my weighted blanket. You can see the weighted blanket there. That is what she is laying on right now. It's actually her weighted blanket now, if you think about it. It no longer belongs to me. As soon as I put the weighted blanket in her reach, it became hers. And I'm okay with that, you know? Like, she deserves all of the nice things. It's a first playthrough for me. I hope that you are also enjoying it, because yeah, Ace Attorney is so fun. You just need like one thing off your plate to get resolved, and that would be an improvement. Honestly, that is so fair. Like when it's just like one thing over the limit, that's when it's the worst. I do hope that you can have that. Like, please let one thing be taken off of Carolyn's plate, please and thank you. Bold of you to assume it was ever yours to begin with. You know what? You're so right. You're so right. That was my mistake. And honestly, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? What am I supposed to— oh, I'm supposed to go to Revenue Village. I spent so long on side quests, I couldn't remember what it was that I was supposed to be doing right now. Ugh. At least I know where Revenue Village is. That's good. What's yours is Kyoko's, and what's Kyoko's is Kyoko's. What's mine is Kyoko's, and what's Kyoko's is like doubly hers. You are absolutely correct about that. And the thing is, I've been buying her new toys too. Like, she has no shortage of things because I like to dote on my child. And I was like, you know what Kyoko needs? She needs more toys. And honestly, if I want to give her more things to play with, what I should really do is just keep my next couple of boxes that I get that come in from like online shopping or whatever. Like the next couple boxes that I get, I should really just keep them around. There's just not much space in my apartment to leave them around. The cats all love the cardboard boxes. Did you just get off work? I just realized, so like, I'm having this moment where I realized that, so everyone did daylight savings time, right? Where I live, we don't do daylight savings time. And it's really throwing me off because now all of my friends' streams are starting like an hour earlier than they did a week ago. And nothing's changed for me. So I'm like recalibrating. That's the weird thing when like daylight savings time happens and I'm just like, oh, where are we? Man, I love it when we get high enough level that they can hit me and they literally do 0 damage. Oh, you're still at work for a bit. It's 5:20. We are in the same, well, we're technically sort of in the same time zone right now. It's 5:20 for me too. Yeah, Estelle, go beat that thing up. We are twinsies. I got off work at 5. It's nice because I work from home on Wednesdays, so. But yeah, it's fun because for half of the year I am in the same time zone as you and other friends. And then for half the year, I spend so much of my time trying to figure out who's like what time zone I'm in, and then it changes because daylight savings time happens again, and I forget again. Oh, you're there until 6. I see. Well, hopefully work hasn't been too draining today. Oh, hello. I didn't see that guy there. Wait, hold on. Is this the guy who only goes after dudes? It is. Okay, you can't see it because it's behind my camera. But this monster here only goes after guys. So what I should actually do is make Joshua run away for a second. He'll be fine. You did your taxes? Congratulations on taxes. Wait, hold on. If he doesn't miss, and that's a big ask, but like, if he doesn't miss, oh, thank God. Congratulations on taxes being done. I hope you have a very refund. I did my taxes like 3 weeks ago, maybe. I just wanted to get them done. You broke even on Twitch? Oh. I guess that's better than the alternative. That makes sense. I'm glad that you didn't have to pay anything, though.
Seems you came up short.
Man, I have so much of... Is that Mirage, Sabbath? I have so much of it. Oh wait, whoa, okay, I think that this is where we're going. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, because we were here for like just a second, and then we ran into Agate, which was fun. We'll fight you, sure. Rude. Estelle, kill it. Good job.
All right, we rule.
You should be responsible and pay attention for the last 30 minutes of work, but hopefully you can pop in when you get home. Thank you for being here and for saying hello. I hope that the end of your workday is productive. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Leave Estelle alone. Stop bullying Estelle. Come on, Shara. Ah, Shara, come on! I totally thought that Shara could kill it. Why is that guy going twice in a row? Joshua, get rid of it. Thank you. Good job, Estelle. Maybe it's because I think that as of right now, Shara has the weakest weapon out of the three of them. I was actually so upset. I like just bought Joshua a new weapon and then I found a better one in Naval Valley. I was like, man, I just bought him something too. All right, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to the villagers? People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. I think we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it. Okay. Yeah, all right, we can do that. First, let's see if there's anything in here that we should buy. Ooh, food. Thank you for the food. Okay. We found the restaurant. Is this the elder's house? No. You're looking for my husband, he's always in the orchard. Even when I call him for meals, he ends up coming an hour later. By that time, his meal is already cold. Hello? Have you visited the gravesite here in the village? The large tombstone is dedicated to the victims who died in the 100 Days War. 10 years ago, this village suffered greatly because of the fighting, and even today, I still see that horrific scene sometimes in my dreams. Okay. Oh, it's over here. There you are. Hello, sir. We're back. I see you're all together. What brings you all here today? Are you here for a visit? Not exactly. We're actually here on business. Although, if it's possible, I'd really like a glass of your fruit wine. Things in the world never go like you expect, do they? By the way, I never got a chance to ask you until now, but you don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you? Nay, we are not. Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it. I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The village elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features. Does he know Agate's backstory? Does he know the tragic backstory of Agate? What's wrong, sir? It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't tell me another dangerous monster showed up in the area. No, we're actually in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we had heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched the area and ended up leaving empty-handed. Really? Is that so? I bet you anything we can find something if we go take a look. So can we? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky? It was one of the children in the village here, a boy named Louis. He apparently saw some suspicious shadow making its way across the sky on the night of the incident. But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. Imagined it, huh? I guess the best thing we can do is ask him directly. You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir. Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, but like, where is he though? Can you tell me that? He should be here somewhere in the village. Well, that gives me a lot to go on. Thank you. The village is rather small, so I'm sure you'll be able to find him without any trouble. Well, I'm sure I can find a way to make there be trouble. It's locked. Anyway, I think it was locked the last time we were here, too. Let's go in here. I doubt that he's in here, but like, we might as well check. Hey, kids. Louis hasn't come over recently. I wonder if something happened. Do you know Louis? Are you guys visitors? If you're looking for the village elder's house, it's just up the hill at the back of the village. Nope, not looking for him. Thanks, though. Do you know Louis? This village is close to the border and was one of the first places to be occupied during the war. There were so many victims back then, and the deep wounds in people's hearts have yet to heal over. Is he in the... Is he by the graves, maybe? Because I think that at this point, that's just about the only place that I haven't checked. Unless... You know Louis? No. You're just talking about your husband. That's fine. Oh yeah, we already talked to that guy. So maybe he is by the graves? Kid, where are you? Hello? Where are you? Kid. Child. Like I said, where there's a will, there's a way, and I will be able to find a way to... I'd like to recommend the squeeze juice in the bar on the second floor if I could. Please give it a try if you like. Okay. I mean, might as well, I guess. Then we can ask them if they know Louis. Nice. Welcome. If you're here for a drink, I recommend you try our various types of fruit wines. Our ingredients are the freshest and finest in all of Liberl. It sounds great, but if you don't mind me asking, this place wasn't around before, was it? That's right, we just opened the place recently. I hope you'll come visit us often. What's the recommended item on your menu right now? Let's see, the pomegranate wine and the apricot tart set is delightful. Shara, shouldn't we be investigating things first? And that's exactly what we're doing. We are investigating the food. Speaking with local residents can net us some information as well. You don't need to be in such a hurry. I wonder if she's really serious about what she says. Who knows, but whenever it comes to her and alcohol, her credibility isn't that great. Yeah, that's true. Louie, where are you? Oh, I didn't realize that there was a little room back here. Ro, where are you? Hello? Oh. I hadn't looked around here. Okay. I've been growing fruit here ever since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village. Sick. Let's see if we can find a kid. Hey, anyone know where the kid is? My husband Pascal is really dedicated to his research. He works day by day in the orchard and researches various means of cultivation by night. I moved to this village a number of years ago because I wanted to be an orchard farmer. I even purchased a new set of orbital farming equipment, which I've been studying how to use all my life. I'm gonna grow and produce more fruit than anyone else. You go, buddy. You've got this. Oh, I think we found him. I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no, we're here for a different reason. As a matter of fact, we're bracers. Bracers? You mean like agate? I don't know, you don't look that strong to me, especially because you're a girl. Oh my god, literally, nobody will leave Estelle alone. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? But after seeing my great skill with the staff, do you think you can still call me weak? Wow, that's amazing! It's like a tornado! I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now how about another amazing demonstration with my staff? Estelle, focus, honey! Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louie by chance? Yeah? But how do you know my name? We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a bit more about what you saw that night? Sure, if you want. But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Do you think you could just tell us about what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember. Okay, I'll try. See, I like watching the stars at night, so I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now, hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows? Yeah, that's right. They were different sizes, too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes. It's consistent with an airliner and the Sky Bandit airship, if you think about it. Yeah, the aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner. And the two shadows just kept on flying north, until I couldn't see them anymore. So north is... There's a trail that continues behind the village. Yeah, I know, we've been there. And it leads up to an old septium mine, which was abandoned some time ago. The soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have just been dreaming. We'll find something. And they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. The boy's eyes started to well up with tears. Everyone needs to be nice to this boy right now. Estelle, boys can cry. Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry. No. Incorrect. Everyone can cry. We're not like those stupid soldiers. We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're gonna prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a real nice person. As usual, she's got a knack with the kids. Maybe it's a virtue. Why are you looking at me like that? There's nothing. Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do. Right. Let's hurry and get on the trail behind the village and see what we can find. Yes. Let us go. We have already been there. Because we had to go search for that monster. Okay, yeah, we've searched this entire area, so we can just go straight left. And then we've searched this entire area too. Ooh. It's okay, Joshua. You're doing great. You're doing great. Estelle, are you close enough that... Oh, you are! Beautiful. Shara, go hit it. Ah, you can't really do anything. You know what? It's okay, honey. Let's just have you move over here by Shara, okay? Estelle can take care of it. Well, Shara can help.
Oh, are you done already?
We really need to get some more fire, Seppa. Am I going the right way? I am not going the right way. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, and here's the abandoned mine. Grab a new mine. Oh, whoops. Oh, I can't turn the... I can't turn the camera here. Well, I'm gonna see if there's anything around here that I can look at. Okay, yeah, it's just the lock. That's fine. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. I wonder if the elder will be able to let us in or something. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine. Kinda reminds me of the Malka mine, except for the fact that it's all deserted. It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently. Which means there's no possibility the Sky Bandits entered through here. What if there's a secret tunnel? A secret tunnel, perhaps? I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place. You're probably not going to find any clues searching around an old mine, that's for sure. What's wrong, Estelle? Maybe it's just me, but do you feel any air flowing out of here? When you say out of here, do you mean the mine? Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here. See, Estelle is so smart! Just like I thought, huh? Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father. My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But I forget about that. Aren't you more interested about what's inside the old mine? There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out. Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off. Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key. You're no fun, Shara! Estelle was out here just like, let me commit property damage, please. No one lets Estelle have any fun. I wonder if, like, Agate's gonna show up again. And we'll take him to the mine. That could be fun. Okay, which way do I go? Left. Okay. Eat it up, Joshua. Oh, they're all at 200 CP again. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay, Joshua, as long as you actually hit it, you can... Yeah, I was gonna say, he can kill that one. Easy.
Alright, we're good to go.
We're good to go. Ooh. Hun, we gotta turn around. Back to the village we go. The nice thing is the abandoned mine isn't really that far from the village at all. Like the areas are pretty big, but like once you search through them once, you're good. Where did you go? Are you looking for my husband? Since it's this time of day, I'm sure he's up at the graveside on the hill. Okay. Hey, dude. So this is where you are, Elder Reason. Oh, it's you young bracers, is it? Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it? It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities. That's terrible. There's no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right? Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that, would you mind if we paid our respects as well? I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer a prayer. I see. Of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in the old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside. After I heard Louis' story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case. So would you mind lending us the key to the entrance? The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. If you, like, hopefully you didn't lose it. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Alright, here it is. Okay, I was gonna say, like, if you lost it and it's just gone forever, that's gonna be kind of sad. This should get you inside. Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Reason. This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try to return the favor. Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier. We'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. Let's go, baby. And back. Time to run. Okay. He's very fast. Joshua is. Blind! I don't know if that really... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that really changes anything, but... Okay, Shara. Beautiful. Well done. Oh, yeah. That's okay, Joshua. You're doing great, honey, okay?
Oh, are you done already?
Aha! Okay, I went the right way. The gate is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder. At least the key still works. Ah, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. Which means, save before you enter. Which way should I go first? Let's go right first. Oh, weak against arts may call for backup. So, okay, we're just gonna have you beat it up. And then Shara. Do an Aqua Bleed. Then Estelle, just go smack it. And then Shara should be able to kill it. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Well done, Shara.
Seems you came up short.
There's 3 of them! Okay, Joshua. Airstrike. Estelle. Aqua Bleed. Shara. Aqua Bleed. Let's see how many of them we can kill. Shara might be the only one who can't. Nope, Joshua's got it. Easy. Easy. Oh, and she got the HP heal. That's really nice. She needed that. Well done, Shara.
Seems you came up short.
Oh, I am going to get so lost. So many broken bridges. Ah, fuck. Okay, but they can't hurt us too badly. So like, oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, Joshua. Airstrike. Estelle. Aqua Bleed. Shara. Firebolt for fun. Go, Joshua, go! Easy. 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 We can just beat up this guy, honestly. It'll take a little while, but like we can just beat this guy up. Unless Shara misses, Shara, no! Nice job, Estelle.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Man, it's bright in here. Isn't that the... Quiet, Estelle. Looks like we've hit the jackpot. Whoa! We sure found something good. Well, hello there, Josette. That's not Josette. I just saw the blue hair and assumed that it was. That's embarrassing. Sorry for calling you Josette, Kyle. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Yeah, about that. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area they used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there. Who in the... The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Braces has arrived. I love her. I love her so much. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who Josette has a run-in back and rolling. Can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. Oh, so wait. So we're supposed to be here, we're just not supposed to be here this early? Hey, Duong, welcome in. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. It can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early? What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now, hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only 3 of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else here, bandit boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? That simplifies things. Let's get him, boys! Who are these others of which you speak? Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at all these people. Okay, we're not weak. We're not immune to poison anymore. Wait, actually, I think we might be. His smoke bombs are blinding, and he's quite agile. Oh, blind. So we need to get rid of this guy very quickly. Which we can do, I'm pretty sure. Can I get... they're not grouped up. They're not grouped up well enough to... Yeah, they're not grouped up well enough for me to do that. So that's not really worth it. What I can do, though... See, this is why I saved all of my CP. Joshua, how fast would you... Not very fast at all. Jesus. You know what? Get him a stone.
Here I come.
Your turn, Joshua.
Let's do this!
Now, Joshua should be able to do this. Good. Yeah! Perfect. And now... Very nice! Okay, that's fine. Okay, Joshua. Oh, sure, I can get rid of that guy easy. As long as she actually hits them. That'll be the real kicker here. There we go. 2 down, 3 to go. I love being immune to poison. Nice. You know, it's kind of nice that they're hitting me, or like at least Joshua, because it's helping work up Estelle and Joshua's CP again, which is really, really good. No, we're actually gonna... Shara's just gonna move. And then Estelle and Joshua can finish him off. Nicely done, kids.
All right, we're good to go.
We got so much Fire Sepith. Okay, the game heard me. The game heard me say, where's all of my Fire Sepith? And they said, here you go. Ow, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. You really don't know anything, do you? Well, if somebody would tell us something, then we would. What was that you called yourselves? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something? You're making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out. Phew! Smoke bomb! What is this? You've got to be kidding me. Another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo. We'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. I guess we'll just have to chase them all the way to the next region of the game. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Some of it got in my eyes. Don't worry, it's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. The ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once but twice now that they've gone away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shara, quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. At least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we take a look? The passengers may be inside. Right. Alright. What's around here? Oh, this is where we came in, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. We don't have time to be looking around. Oh. Well. But I want to look. There are a bunch of different ways that we can live. Oh my god. In we go. It's pretty barren here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Yeah, alright. Here's a lift car. It looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. Okay. I wonder what this is. It's the Orbital Engine control panel. It looks like the flow of Orbital energy is completely stopped. Okay. Hey Laura, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. We found the airliner. Okay. Can we go in here? Oh, we can! Okay, excellent. Haha. It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Joshua, you're no fun. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Okay, I think that is all that we've got in here. Let's go in here. This poor potted plant doesn't look like it's gonna make a bunch of plant murderers. Probably hasn't been watered for days. bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. So true, Estelle. You managed to get a bit of stuff sorted today, so that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that it was a productive day. Okay, let's go in here next. Whoa, whoa. Hello. Oh, and then does this go? Okay, so this all goes back in. And then this goes out. Yep. Alright. Let's go up then. Okay. What else am I supposed to be investigating here? Clearly I'm missing something, so we just gotta figure out what that something is. I don't think it's anything in here. Oh. Oh no, that's still the captain's seat. Okay. Then we've already taken a look at this. Yeah. Unless there's stuff outside here that I can take a look at. I don't know what it is that I am missing. And I can't turn my camera at all, so I can't really see if there is something that I've missed, but... Well, there's gotta be something on a higher level, because there wasn't really hardly anything that I could look at. I mean, I could look at this. There was hardly anything on the floor higher than this that I could take a look at. And there wasn't really anything on the deck either, which really surprised me. Okay, never mind, we're good. We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue is completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship is completely stopped, which means the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy is in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective to just take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that does seem like a bit odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of it is that they did it in order to I know, Estelle, no, we're still on Sky. We haven't reached 0 yet. Yeah. Ditch the Linda because their hideout is somewhere weird. I mean, I feel like it would be Seal the Orbital Engine. Doesn't account for the fact that they didn't take the airliner to their hideout. For my guess, I would imagine that their hideout— oh my gosh, it actually was that their hideout is somewhere weird? I'd imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place, maybe 10 to 15 Arga in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? Seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. That's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. Estella's like, God damn it. God damn it, I don't want to be nice to the general. He was mean to me. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's go back to the guild and report our findings to Lugren. We should be able to contact the Hawking Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Yeah, alright. Oh yeah, because we can't actually go back there because he hates us. Oh. Huh? What the heck? Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. Oh, great. Now they're gonna think we're the ones who stole the airship. Okay, ads are about to start, so we're gonna let ads run real quick, and then I will be back and we'll see if we get arrested or not. So, be right back. Alright, we're back from ads. Thank you for your patience if you had to deal with them. I do really appreciate it. Alright, let's see if we get arrested. We might. We might. Thank you for the welcome back. I appreciate it. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air. All of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits. Though the girl does look shifty. People just taking shots at Estelle every couple seconds. Jesus Christ. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can you see the shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? General, is that you? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking at over the reports of my men, I found this place had been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Well, that's just rude. Why'd I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happened to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? They ran away. Again. Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. We literally had no idea you were coming. Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright, men, take them into custody. Are we actually gonna get arrested? Oh my god, we did! Incredible. We are actually in jail. Prison break? Prison break? I'm down for a prison break. The General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. Why wait? So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. Can't believe we got arrested. This is not even funny, tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the army had managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? Exactly, Laura. Said that can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me he meant the army. He meant the army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the army, or a collaborator who's leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught, which means we're the only ones who have who stood a chance of nabbing him. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Olivier, is that you? Oh, you all seem to be in a bit of a fix. Did you just say something, Joshua? No, I didn't say anything. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? I do think it's Olivier. My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... Oh, they hate him. It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. Why are you in jail? I think we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems we are bound by destiny. Did you annoy them into throwing you in jail? Are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. Now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do? No, Laura, don't bring a step away into this. We need to have Shara and Olivier sit back to back against the prison wall. Shara and Olivier specifically. Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much, I'd probably be an old woman by the time we're done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. The bod you'll find is in the cell beside you. Except in like Shara's case, she's literally just like, did I ask? Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Enteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. Green and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist? A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare. The blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. That'd be a neat trick, considering he's on the other side of the wall. But go on, I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Olivier should do a sprite-breaking trick to slip through the bars. I know, right? Like, if he could learn to do that on command, he would not be in this mess at all. Like, he would be able to walk free. But then that would ruin the drama of his grand reveal of being like, hello, it is me, I'm in jail, woe is me. But yeah, honestly, like, him being able to do his blasting into smithereens trick would be super helpful here. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine, which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City. Aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went in somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 Mira. 500,000 Mira? For just one bottle? It's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. My ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in and, well, one thing led to another and... I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But to my ears deceived me. I could have sworn I heard a zzz and zzz and even an assuredly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Thank you for using the new emote, Fleur. I was so excited about it. I was so excited about it. I was just like, Estelle, she's perfect. That sprite is perfect. Also, Fleur, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. Are you listening? This is where the story really gets interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello, are you listening? Fleur, we're in jail. We may or may not have gotten thrown in jail. Hey, you three, get up! Crispy, thank you so much for the lurk and drive. Drive safe. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. Cut to a month later and Joshua's ears are bleeding. He's literally begging the general to interrogate them so that he can get out of the fucking cell. He's just like, this is cruel and unusual punishment. This is torture even. How dare you put me in earshot of this man? I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Who pulled that? The mayor? Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself the reason. Mayor, is that you? Mayor Maybell. Mayor Maybell! Our savior. What an unusual place to be seeing you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? That's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Did we not mention that? No, I guess we never did. I guess we never did say, by the way, Cassius Bright is our dad. You're much better after having taken a nap. I am so glad to hear that. I am glad that you got some rest. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I am very excited to be playing Trails again. Had a pretty good day at work today, so really can't complain. But yeah, so we're in jail. We found the Sky Bandits again, and then we fought the Sky Bandits again, and then beat them again, and then they escaped again. And then the army showed up and was like, obviously, you're in collusion with them. And then we got thrown in jail. Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Ina. You knew my mother? I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Well, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew he was in the military before, but I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? Estelle has, like, such a low opinion of her father's, like, professional competence. Because she just knows him as her dad. Meanwhile, literally everyone else is like, he is legendary. He is the man, the myth, the legend. And Estelle is just like, he's just my dad. I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. Does General Morgan hate the Bracers? Because, like, I mean, he talks a big game about how much he hates that the Bracers even exist and how he thinks that really the military should just be doing anything. But, like, at the end of the day, is he just mad that Cassius left? Juicy. I would kind of love that, actually. That would be spicy. Like, that would be fun. What's wrong with him? Seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for the Bracers means Shara's on my side here. Shara and I are thinking the same thing. We're like, yeah, okay, he talks about how he thinks that the military is better than the Bracers and all that, but really, he's just mad that Cassius left him. Oh, this is great. I hope that General Morgan and Cassius Bright come face to face at some point on screen during these games, so that we can just see, like, the ex-coworker divorce, like, awkwardness of them reuniting after having a catastrophic, like, work breakup. I want to see that now. It'll be so fucking awkward, and I want to see that so badly. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? Of course that would be what you take from that, Estelle. That dirty, rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bosno? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? What could it be, indeed? Indeed. Oh, how callous people can be at times. I mean, I know that we can hear him playing the lute, but I like to imagine that Olivier is like pressed against the bars right now with his arms like hanging out, just like flapping his hands like, wait for me, please. Just like grabby hands and all, just please. Also, thank you both for the indeed. Indeed. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable! How pitiful! Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged the bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I see what I can do to bargain with the General for your release. No, Maybell, honey, sweetie, my girl. We don't have to do that. Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself. I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. Maybell, you're like way too nice. You are way too nice. Like, you really don't have to do that. I mean, he has like twice the amount of... Really, the only reason that I want you to release him is because I want to abuse how much EP he has. Because he has almost twice as much EP as Shara and Joshua have. But also, like, combat helpfulness aside, Maybell, you really don't have to do that, babe. I know, leave him here, please. Like, we don't claim him. Exactly. It's fine. We don't know him. We've never met him before in our lives. Who's that? Also, the idea of him annoying the prison guards is a funny thought. No, honestly, yeah, just leave him here. And he can annoy the prison guards and the general too. And then win-win. Olivier's still in jail. And General Morgan is having an awful day. I really don't think that there's any downsides here. Why is he with us? I can't believe you're released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single lira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant for our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. He sure seemed to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Olivier just annoying the army into letting him go. No, literally, like him just... him just being so annoying that finally Morgan was like, fine. Maybell, he's your problem now. And just hoists Olivier off upon him. He could have fulfilled that. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows the sorrow. Exactly. Well, that was kind of what I was imagining when he was being like, "What are you're just gonna leave me here?" The absolute, like, agony in his expression where he was just like, "You would leave me?" And then Estelle, Joshua, and Shara are like, "Yep, Yeah, without a second thought, even. I like to think that's the real reason the general let him go. No, I think that I think you're onto something, Laura. I think that, honestly, maybe the General Morgan was also, like, still kind of bitter about being forced to let Estelle and Shara and Joshua go. And so he was just like, you know what, fine. I'm gonna get my, like, petty little revenge. Like, you're out here being like, can you please release the 3 bracers that I sent to you undercover and totally told them not to tell you that they were bracers so that you wouldn't hate them? Yeah, so, as my petty revenge for that, I'm gonna throw the bard at you too. Because then I don't have to deal with them anymore. Huh? That does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Oh, Jesus Christ. Could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like the magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and my magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that really gets me worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. Joshua, shh. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you'll be dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. Oh, Estelle, you have too high an opinion of him. He could start digging. He could start digging and playing limbo, you know, like... I have faith in Olivier. He can still find a way. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the towns did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. Okay, so, like, here's the thing. I don't even hate Olivier. I don't even dislike Olivier. Olivier just seems like the kind of character to me that is gonna be so much fun to dunk on at every given opportunity. So that is what I will be doing. Like, I think that he's entertaining. And I definitely need a character that I can rag on. So, and that's absolutely going to be him. So, like, do I hate him? No. But he is going to bring us, he's going to bring a bit of joy to this playthrough just based on the fact that I'm going to have someone to, like, maliciously tease the entire playthrough. It's going to be amazing. Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Beau's South Block. The weapon shop and orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So was this work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. Yes, Laura, that is, I agree with you there. Like, his behavior with Joshua, like, absolutely the fuck not. Like, back away from the child. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. Shara, honey, you are gonna get a new weapon. I have a feeling the army is gonna get in our way again, but I guess that's what when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there really is a spy in their midst, they'll just leak to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Here he is. Wait, hold on, Hey, Olivier. Oh, this is what you already have. Hold on. Let's make him immune to freeze, and then, what else do you want? We can give you that, sure, why not? Okay. And then let's take a look at his orbment real quick. What have we got for you, buddy? Yeah, we can make you. Oh no. And then, how about defense? You have a bunch of EP. We're gonna make sure you use it, buddy. Okay, time to go to the guild. Oh, whoops. Wrong way. Hello! We received payment from Mayor Maybell for your investigative efforts thus far. We are rich. Holy shit, 6,000? Oh, we advanced a rank. We got a petrified quartz. Neato. Keep up the good work and be careful out there. Will do. Did we get anything? A stolen ring. I was burglarized the other day and my jewelry ring was found to be among the missing items. It's quite valuable to me, so if anyone happens to find it, please let me know. I live on Boza's South Block. Well, I don't know where that is, but like, I'll look for it. Sure. Wait, who? Lana. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're gonna go to the South Block and... let's see what we got here. Shara, do you want a new weapon? Oh yeah, there we go. Beautiful. We could give those to Shara. That prevents sleep, that prevents seal. Yeah. Wait, how much? Oh man, okay, we are so close to having enough Fire Sepith to open up another slot for Estelle or Joshua or Shara, honestly. I mean, maybe I'll do it for Shara first, actually. For Joshua. Because both of them have more EP than Estelle does. So maybe I'll do that. Hi! You're the bracers we heard about? Since the mayor's asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation. Whatever you want, buddy. Maybe. Hi! You bracers here to ask a few questions yourself? This was a mess for the both of us, I tell ya. Oh. So we have to wait until they're done. I see. I see. Well then, let's go over here. Hi Silverstone, it's good to see you. You can't stay because you have to go in for work tomorrow. But thank you so much. I appreciate you dropping by. It's always really good to see you. I hope that you have a really good rest of your night, and I hope that work goes well tomorrow. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose? I'm just glad they left this house alone. I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries, but it's at times like this that makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at the home. I'm just glad that Marano brought Simon over to watch the house. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Marano's mother was here alone, you see. I see, okay. Trying to ask you a few questions here. Would you mind getting out of the way? Damn, sorry. My bad, I guess. Okay, so we can't ask around there. What about here? Oh wait, no, we were just there. Okay, what about here? A woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Me and my big mouth, let's pretend I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you ask her about it after I get done here? Okay, so she had a precious memento stolen. I wonder if she's the one who lost the ring. So then what are we supposed to do here? If we can't talk to anybody? Oh. Come in here, I guess. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon, are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of the skip again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at that old mine. How did you find that out? You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to that village. Hey no, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourself? We did yesterday, but it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. Really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. Anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looked that way to me. Seems like the army is sniffing around for clues too, but to be honest, looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. That's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Bowes Market are right through the west gate, and it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? No, that's a valid question, Niall. I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivia Venom, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh right, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. Those two are very much alike. I'm not even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. The newest model of camera on display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. Could have sworn my boss locked it up last night. Okay. Hi. Looks like this store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory and all my goods, they're gone! I've got to report the state they're on the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger. A stolen ledger with possible illicit dealings in it? Hmm? Oh? I do believe that we've got to find that ledger! Hey, you there! What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day you're still civilians. We can't have you wandering around here in the middle of an investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm gonna give you a personal invitation to jail. Back to jail? Forget about it, Estelle. There's no arguing with these gentlemen. For an ass in lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Hello? Oh, I think that I know this guy. Colonel? For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. This is an outright embarrassment to us all. Tova? But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? And I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, ah yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now. Yes. I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish for me to address? No, sir. Alright men, pack it up. We're returning to Hakken Gate. Nice. Looks like that's that. Seems like some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you, we'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. But before I do it appears I haven't properly introduced myself. Oh, Alan Richard. Okay, yeah. Colonel Richard. Okay, yeah, I know that name. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Hi, Richard. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh yeah! He did say something about that. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! What, Niall? Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, no. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, sir. Although I'm not sure why we're chasing after anyone. If you see his eyes light up, I wonder if he's gonna do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivia? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit he's quite the specimen of a man, but what? I can say with confidence he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival. Oh my god, he's literally sparkling. Look at him. Look at him, he's literally sparkling. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I love that Joshua says shit like this while smiling. Like, yeah, he just seems so tired all the time. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Thank you for the sparkles, Fleur. Yes. Okay, so let's go. No. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, Shara. I got too excited. Oh, the goddess. First an airliner goes missing, and now we've got a bunch of burglaries. Wonder if we'll be next. The Cecilia resuming flights is about the only good thing happening. Although as long as the international lines with the Empire don't reopen, we merchants can't reopen our businesses. I got a real surprise last night. When I went to open the window and let in some fresh air, there was some masked man staring right at me. He wasn't alone either. There were a bunch of others with him. Okay. Anyone else up here? There were some burglars around here yesterday. It seems like my mom saw the culprits too. The army was asking about it until just a little while ago. They sure were. Okay. Let's go in here. I think that we talked. Oh wait, no. You weren't burglarized. Nothing was stolen from you guys. Oh dear me. Weren't you bracers who came to ask questions all that long ago? Right, we did come here before. I'm really sorry I couldn't talk to you then. What you came to ask is what happened last night, right? Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you? This is as good a time as any. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right there and then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see, so it was the Sky Bandits, huh? What you're saying then is that the house didn't incur a loss of any kind? Yes, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, it would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this. Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right? I see now. That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about cashing some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. On top of that, he still hasn't come back. So what you're saying is, he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's gonna get what for, let me tell you. Hi, honey, I'm home. Oh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I had nothing to show for it. What's this? Do we have to guess? You senile old man! My goodness, woman, what kind of fiery tempest has gone into you? Don't you know it's rude like that to act like that in front of guests? If anyone's rude, it would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do whatever he likes at a time like this. What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Burglaries by Sky Bandits, you don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Yes, they got to experience the seal effect firsthand. What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we? But to think the Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Alright, you don't know him. He's my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down in the lakeshore south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to go to the lake. A strange bunch? Oh, that sounds really interesting. Could you tell us a little more about what you've heard? I don't mind, but I'm just gonna tell you up front this it's all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out into the road. When he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. That is rather odd. So is there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot. Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits. I concur. I especially liked the one that described all the delicious food at the inn. That's not what we're talking about here. Although I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. This has been fun to listen to, Crispy. I am very glad that I can bring entertainment to your day. It's what I'm here for. All of the drama. Welcome back, by the way. I hope that your drive went alright. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating. No. Don't say that, Estelle. Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high. You're home but not far from falling asleep. You know, that also sounds wonderful. You deserve the rest. Well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the Sky Bandits are really a clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one. And how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liburn. Whatever you say, buddy. Valeria Lake is in South Bose. Best way to get there is to head south from 10. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about finishing this, Oh wait, hold on. Whoa. Why can't you use that? Really? Fascinating. We could give it to Estelle. Or, wait, hold on. Olivier? What if we put his EP1 here? Oh, no, I can't. There we go. That'll work. And then we can always take away attack 1 or HP 1 if needed. I wonder why I would. Wow, I wonder. Oh, wait. Interesting. I'm still figuring out all this. You're gonna get into One Piece live action season 2 tomorrow. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a little bit about that online. I hope that you enjoy it. I assume then that you've watched season 1. Oh, in the top right hand corner tells you like how many points of each you have in there. Fascinating. Can Olivier just do whatever the fuck he wants? Maybe. You loved season 1? I'm so glad to hear that. I didn't actually watch it. I haven't watched any of the live action for One Piece, but I mean, I've heard pretty good things about it. I'm glad that you loved it. Oh yeah, he can shoot things.
Take that.
Take that. I need to listen to him talk again. Because I know that he's Matt Mercer in later games, but I can't I'm trying to see if he's Matt Mercer now. I mean, doing whatever the hell he wants is how he's operated thus far. That is so true, Laura. You are so correct. Hold on. We need to hear Olivier talk again. Does your party swap out characters in this? Yes. Actually, that's one of the things that I like the least about Trails, is that like they switch out your party members all the time. Matt Mercer also voiced in One Piece. You know, that's true. I watch One Piece in sub, so I don't watch the dub of it at all. But yeah, he's everywhere. Okay.
99.
Is that Troy Baker? Olivier Troy Baker. Does Olivier pull yet another, like, was Troy Baker and then switch to Matt Mercer? Because that has literally happened multiple. That happened with Kanji in Persona 4. If anyone knows, they are allowed to tell me. Is that Troy Baker? Is that who Olivier is? I know Troy Baker's in this. Yeah, Troy Baker mentioned. Yeah. Okay, Olivier. It is Troy Baker. Yeah. Thank you for looking it up. I appreciate it. Troy Baker voices one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. Yuri Lowell, Tales of Vesperia.
Take that.
And you miss. Swing and a miss. Okay, Shara, can you hit him? There we go. Okay, Estelle, I'm believing in you so hard right now. God damn it. I 100% agree. Those noodle arms do remind you of, like, they also remind me of the rest of the Wild Guardians. Okay, Joshua, you've got this, honey. You do not got this. Okay. Olivier? Yeah!
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, I can absolutely hear the kanji. That is absolutely Kanji Tatsumi, Persona 4. I just went all the way around that guy. Well, I'm not going back. Troy Baker did great as Yuri, though a part of me thinks it would have been funny to have Yuri Lowell voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. You know what? I do actually agree with that. I think that really, like, I love the voice acting work that Troy Baker did as Yuri. Like, his voice acting is definitely part of the reason that I love Yuri as much as I do. But you are absolutely correct that it would have been hilarious to have Yuri voicing Yuri. It would have been amazing. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, do an airstrike. Unless you get impeded. You got impeded. Okay, Olivier. Stonehammer. You better not get fucking impeded. Jesus Christ. He got impeded. Estelle, your turn. Shara, you too. Come on, man. We can do this. Joshua, just hit something. Of course.
Take that.
Nice! Okay, you know what? Just... There we go. Okay, this is actually really good because we're bringing up everyone's CP. Shara's the only one who's at 200 after our boss fight that we just had. Nice, Joshua, nice! And he's almost at 100, I'm proud.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh, okay, actually, this is good because I need a lot of fire Sepith right now. So this is actually amazing. This is... Oh, where do I need to go? I need to turn around. Yeah, sure. Joshua, I'm believing in you so hard right now. My faith was misplaced. Yeah, sell, honey. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna run ads real quick while we try to beat up this thing. So, you're not gonna miss anything. I'm just gonna be fighting shit. So, please hold. Come on, Joshua. And then maybe we'll just go back and fight another one.
Alright, we're good to go.
Because this is giving me fire sepith. Good night, Crispy. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful night and that you sleep well. Okay. Ah, you blinded it. Joshua, I'm so proud. Okay, go, Shara, go. Estelle, honey. Hit that one. And then Olivier. Do an aqua bleed. Good job, Joshua. Nice job, Shara. Oh, wait. Shoot him! Nice.
99.
This is really good. Okay, actually, hold on. Before I forget. Holy, oh my god. Actually, you know what? We can take him. No, Crispy, I didn't. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Fire. You know what? No. Shara... I want you to hit it. Because I think that it's gonna... Oh, no, it's not gonna use ours. You missed! Delightful. Okay, Joshua. Right! Golden Wind from JoJo's. That was it. I will have to look that up. I swear this time I will actually do it. Yeah, good night, Crispy. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Blinded. Delightful. Okay, now let's see what the damage that Estelle's got. Oh, we got the strength up. That's good. Oh, we are so close. Oh, only 42. That's not bad.
Alright, we're good to go.
Alright, welcome back from ads, everybody. Thank you for your patience if you did have to deal with them. I do appreciate it. Alright, we are facing the right direction. Next time I'm in town, someone remind me that we gotta go, unlock another Sepith slot. So this is the North Shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. If only we could unlock the Monato's power! That'll never get old. I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I at least intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. Olivier, you have been in our party for approximately 5 minutes. What exactly have you done? Taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. We're not on vacation, Olivier. Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation anytime, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenham, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Whenever I see or hear the word unlock, I think of that line. I mean, honestly, there are so many, like, lines and words that are forever associated with Xenoblade. So that's so fair. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Alright. Let's take a look-see. Let's see what we can find. Is he gonna be fishing? He is not currently fishing. Oh, he could be fishing over there. Hold on. Aha! Could I ask you something? Wow, he's not responding at all. He must be really into fishing. So this is what a fishing maniac looks like, huh? They seem like a unique breed. Not as unique as you are, that's for sure. You have a number of words and phrases that you associate with Xenoblade. It's just, it's such a memorable series, and there, I mean, we all know about Indeed. We all know, but there are so many others. Okay, so like, should we talk to somebody in here and be like, hey, so the fishing guy. Welcome to Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you'd like to stay. Okay, so not you. You. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everyone who stays here loves to fish. Yeah, that was not the best way to ask that question. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue who that might be? Oh, you're talking about old man Kuwano. If you're talking about his fishing buddy, that would be Lloyd. Lloyd? Lloyd, we're not at 0 yet. Lloyd, you're not supposed to be here. I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. I didn't realize that before becoming part of the SSS, Lloyd Bannings was a professional fisher. The series is immensely quotable, it really is. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's the old man fishing out back? Pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. You might be able to get his attention if he calls his name out real loud. Oh, okay, so we gotta yell at him? I can do that. Lloyd! Excuse me? Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Oh, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. Oh, because he's super fucking loud? You know what? Yeah, Olivier is the person to do this. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier, no! Olivier leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? Where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? That's right. How did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw the strange pair about 2 nights ago. Oh, so there were only 2? I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in on a little more on the details? Before that, you're all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with the lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about that time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by the lake's guardian? I'm glad you asked! I'm not. Shara, why would you ask such a thing? The guardian is a giant salmon that swims in the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It's been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. I shouldn't have asked. No, you really shouldn't have, Shara. Looks like you've thrown a log into the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes to different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it appears in these parts, so I came running from Royal City. Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Olivier, please. Alistair, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to meet you. You just beat the final boss in the remake earlier today. Congratulations. Are you gonna go back and play the second game, or are you gonna wait until the remake of the second game comes out a little bit later this year? Welcome in. It's good to meet you. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it, like the wine that you stole. Like the wine he stole. I don't know how I feel about the fact that I'm on the same wavelength as Olivier. Don't know how I feel about that. Yummy, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful day. Oh, you don't have access to the original, so you'll just wait until the second chapter this September. Well, thankfully it's not too far away. I'm sure that it'll be out before you know it, but before I know it too. Did you enjoy the remake? I haven't actually watched too much of the remake myself, since I wanted to start with the originals, but I've heard that people really enjoy it. You want to play the remake, you're waiting until closer to when the remake of the second game comes out. That makes sense, because then you'll be able to play the two like a little bit closer together. But yeah, I'd really love to play the remake as well, but honestly, at this point, since I started with the originals, I'm probably not going to play the remake until I play all the way through the series. And who knows how long that's going to take. That'll take me ages, especially if I decide to stream them all. You just woke up and in a couple of hours it'll be your birthday. Oh, yummy! Happy early birthday! Oh my god. I hope that you have a wonderful birthday. Do you have any plans, or are you just gonna like hang around, or... But either way, happy early birthday! You also started with the first entry of the current newest arc, and you finished all 3 entries in said arc, so Sky First is actually the 4th Trails that you finished. Oh, so you started with Daybreak! So did you play Daybreak, Daybreak 2, and then Horizon, and then you're like looping back around to Sky then? I hope that you enjoyed Daybreak. I know that, so I was just watching a streamer friend of mine. She's at the tail end of her Trails journey now, and she's currently playing through Horizon, so I know that she's been loving it. Oh, and you played the original versions of Sky 1 and 2 and you enjoyed them. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Sky so far. I really remember pretty much nothing from when I watched Kat play it. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm having a really good time with it. You took tomorrow and Friday off of work, and you'll be doing birthday things with your immediate family tomorrow, some IRL friends on Friday, and your extended family on Saturday. Oh, yummy, I'm so glad. That sounds like so much fun. I'm really glad that you're like making a couple days of it and you're really gonna like celebrate with a bunch of different people too. That sounds like so much fun. Next time we see you, hopefully you will tell us all about it so that we can all talk about what a great time that you had. But that sounds like so much fun. That'll be great. I'm really glad that you took time off of work too. You did Daybreak, Daybreak 2, and got to Chapter 3 in Sky First, and then played all of Horizon in between before returning to Sky shortly ago, which you're now about to wrap up. Okay. Yeah. I love that. So, like, did you take a break from Sky because Horizon came out? And you were like, well, shit, it's Horizon time, baby. Because that's so valid of you. It really, really is. Okay, hold on. Penguin, I think. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I am so incredibly sorry. But like, If you would like me to call you something else, also, please let me know. Always good to see new people getting into trails. I'm having a blast so far, but welcome in. It's wonderful to meet you. I hope that you are having a wonderful Wednesday so far. Or if it's Thursday for you. Kind of depends. But welcome in. Wonderful to meet you. Watching this, you're realizing how much of the game you forgot yourself. Yeah, see, that happens, right? Like, it's funny how much of games you forget, and then you can go back to them later and be like, oh, whoa, okay. Also, I forgot to say, thank you so much for the follow. I do have anonymous follows, so if you would like to lurk or if you would like to chat, either way is completely wonderful, but thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. You were also just in a bad headspace earlier and didn't want to taint your experience with the very first trails. No, that makes a lot of sense too. Like, your mood, your mental state, your emotional state can really, it can really shift like how you feel about a game. So I think that knowing how would be the best experience for you playing the Trails game, like, I think that that's really perspective, honestly. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm really glad that when you did go back to Sky, though, you were at a point where you now really enjoyed it. So that's really good. I'm glad that you were able to have a good experience with it. I know that I've heard so many people say that the remake is very well done, and I am excited to eventually, in like like 3 years, get to it. It's normal to forget stuff since you're playing a lot of games from the same series. No, that's so true. Like, I am positive that by the time I get around to even like Zero and Azure, I will probably forget so much about what happened in Sky. Especially because it takes me a really long time to stream games, because I don't stream for very long, and I only stream 2 days a week. So I kind of resign myself to the fact that on stream, it takes me a very long time to play games. Which is why I do reserve some of my very long games that I play for off-stream games. Like Octopath Traveler 0. Guys, I am about to cross 100 hours in Octopath Traveler 0, and I think that I'm only like 80% done with the game. It's so long. I'm having a wonderful time, but it's so long. Thank you for using the Aegis emote, Fleur. I love Aegis. I love Persona 3. There's a few games that you want to play, but you're waiting until you're in a better place mentally and with life in general. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense, Laura. Like, that was why I put down Replicant earlier this year. Like, Replicant is one of my favorite games of all time. It is like in my top 3 favorite games of all time. But when I started replaying it on stream, I was like, yeah, no, guys, like, I am just not in the headspace for this. There was so much going on this year earlier, just like in the world, that I was like, Nier Replicant is not the game that I need right now. And that's why I decided to replay Xenoblade instead. Because I think that makes so much sense. Yeah. Like, you gotta be in the right space for a game sometimes. 0 is so long, Laura. Like, it's so long. And I'm not mad about it. I'm having an excellent time with it. I love Octopath 0. But, oh my god, it's long. If the person locked in and they can get to Cold Steel 4 in like half a year, that will not be me. That will not be me. In half a year, I do think that I will be lucky if I am done with Sky 2. Because stream time, you know? Stream time. It just adds so much. You put over 100 hours into that game and had a great time with it. Yeah, that's about where I'm at too. I'm in like I'm in the final story like section of the game, because like each section is split into a bunch of chapters. I'm in like the final story section, but I'm still early on in that. And so one of the things that I really enjoy about Octopath games is like the exploration of it and also stealing things from everyone. I half the time when I start on an Octopath game, I will start as the thief because I like to steal from everybody that I meet. I could buy it, sure. Like, I could be good. I could be Particio, or I could be Tressa, and I could purchase things like an upstanding citizen, but no. But nay. My thieves. My thieves coming in clutch. Why would I pay money for something if I can get it for free? I'm out here ruining livelihoods in Octopath Traveler games. You kind of did it in 7 months, but then again, you're unemployed. And you know what? That does make a difference, just in terms of, like, amount of time that you can put into a game. God, when I was looking for a job last year, no, 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, I had a lot more time to put into playing games. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Exactly, Laura. That is me. That is me stealing everything from every single NPC in every Octopath game. That's me. Or in 2, in treating them, I guess. But like, mostly stealing. Because I am a criminal. I am a criminal when it comes to Octopath Traveler games. Xenoblade sounds fun. It's a shame it's a Switch exclusive. Oh yeah. I mean, that is one of the hard things about the Xenoblade games, is that if you don't have the Switch, then you're pretty much locked out of it. But if you ever do get the chance, like if you ever do get a Nintendo console that plays Xenoblade games, I do highly recommend them. Xenoblade games are my pride and joy. I love them. I love them. You picked Therion in 1, Agnea in 2, and Dancer in 0. I did, so I've done a couple of run-throughs of 1 and 2. The first time I did Octopath 1, I did Primrose. I started with Prim, because she was pretty, and I liked her. And then 2, I started with Throne, because I had learned that the thief conquers all, for me. But then, the second time that I went through Octopath 2, I switched to Temenos. Because that's my little guy. Like, Temenos, like, I latched on to Temenos the moment that I met him, and he is the character, he is my favorite character from Octopath Traveler 2. He means the world to me. I love him so much. You're right, Yami. I don't care about the delicate economic balance of Octopath Traveler. No, I'm going to steal literally everything that I can. I will hoard all of the weapons and all of the armor. They will all be mine. Xenosaga is stuck on the PS2 and I really wanted to play those. Oh my god, you and me both. Like, Xenosaga and Xenogears, I would love to play at some point, but since they are locked on consoles that I don't have access to, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Also, Xenosaga 3, ridiculously expensive. Like, so expensive. God. You've thought about replaying Octopath 1 as Primrose? In hindsight, for me, it probably wasn't the easiest option that I could have started with. Just because of, like, no access to healing skills and, like, just... I think that an Octopath 1 dancer only has one weapon. And so that makes things a little bit more difficult, right? But I don't regret it, because it was... I really, really liked Primrose. Primrose, I mean, even if I replayed the game, she probably wouldn't leave my party anyway. You really want ports of the previous Xeno games? Me too. Me too. I would love to be able to play Xenosaga. I know that there are streamers that I've watched play Xenosaga recently, like in the past year or so, and they had a really, really good time with it. And I would love that. Oh, you saw Xenosaga 3 at the con? You're wondering if you should have more seriously considered getting it? You did not in fact get it? No, Fleur, I don't blame you at all. I mean, like, it's so ridiculously expensive. It's definitely one of the more expensive ones. But yeah, it's I don't blame you for not getting it. Penguin, welcome in. I am having a fun time. Olivier has joined the party officially, which means that I have someone to torment and be mean to, which is a delight. I love that for me. He probably will hate it, but I'm having a great time. Also, he's Troy Baker, which delights me. You appreciate Octopath Zero introducing fans? Yes! 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 The fact that every single job in Octopath Traveler 0 has access to 2 different weapons, because the scholars and clerics too, they were stuck on just staffs. I love that they added in fans and tomes so that everyone has access to 2 weapons. It's so good.
Just saying hi before going back to work.
Jesse, thank you so much for the resub, and thank you so much for saying hello before going back to work. I hope that work goes all right. Also, Penguin, thank you for appreciating the emote. I was thinking about it over the weekend. I was just like, holy shit, that sprite has emote potential. Emote potential! And so then I added it because I had follower emo slots. It has that early 2000s vibe that I love. It does. It's incredible. I love it. You forget how cozy Sky FC is. It's so good. And I mean, I talked about this more like at the very beginning of my playthrough, but like, oh my god. The art style is just so beautiful. I love the little guys. I love the little guys and them just like all running around in their little lines, and I love the music and just everything about the settings, and just it's such a beautiful game, and I'm just like so enamored by it every single time I open it. It's so good. The little cheapies are the best. You get it. You understand. You get me. It's just every single time I open it, I'm so glad that this art style kind of continues through Azure, because while I think that like Cold Steel and the Calvert Arc are beautiful games, and all of the models are very beautifully done, like, man, there's just something about the chibis that are just so beautiful, and I love them so much, and the sprites are so good too. I love it. So while I completely get why they changed the art style for Cold Steel onward, like, man, this chibi art, I'm so glad we get to have it for 5 games before it switches. Cold Steel should just be chibi like that. Little chibi Reen. That would be really fun. I would really like that too, honestly. Like, if they had done the entire series in this chibi art style, I would not have been mad in the slightest. I would have been fine with that. It would have been really fun, honestly. Yeah. It's just so good. It's just, I love watching them. They're just little guys. They're just little guys. Oh man, we've been on that line of Olivier's for the past like 20 minutes. No regrets, but like, poor Lloyd is probably just staring at us like, guys, are you gonna say anything? In your case, Steel is more accurate. We should have left Olivier in jail. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? All right. I returned to the boat and was on my way to the inn, and then forget Cold Steel remake. The people want a demake with the old art style. No, I would be so on board with that. I would be absolutely delighted if they went backwards and said, actually, no. The 3D art styles, like the more anime art styles, they're not it. Chibi art styles for every single game. Let's go. I would be so down for that. And I saw an odd couple head out to the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road in the middle of the night? No doubt about it. They headed out to the New Ansel Path. At first I thought there were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Estelle, honey, no. Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been 2 lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. What? Forget Fisher. This guy missed a calling as a storyteller. Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother. A bracer that's afraid of ghosts. The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe that the fight scenes and literally everything about this game look amazing in this style. Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Shut the fuck up. Throw him into the lake. Throw him into the lake. Just grab him by his hair and just throw him into the lake. Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out, because this little kitten bites. Good lord, I know, right? This guy missed his calling. Yeah. The Akechi smile. No, you're so right, Jesse. The Akechi smile. Also love that you have an Akechi emote. It's beautiful, wonderful, amazing. I know, Olivier, don't start being weird towards both of the children. It's bad enough that you're being weird towards Joshua. I was just kidding about the ghost part. But a couple did, in fact, seem to be here with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was in some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure, but it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. Josette? A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Janus Royal Academy, was it? Oh, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and it looks exactly like the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. It's her! I know it's that lying tomboy for sure! We're finally onto her trail. Oh, so she's an acquaintance of yours? We beat her up. And then we beat up her brother. While you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. Wait, so like, who was the guy? Was it Kyle? I almost called him Kevin. Kevin's not in this game. Kevin's in the next one. Was it Kyle, maybe? Olivier, great overall, except when he's saying some weird stuff. No, exactly. I was saying this a little bit earlier. I don't hate Olivier. I don't even dislike Olivier. I think that Olivier is an incredibly fun character for me to, like, pick on at any given opportunity. What I object to is the way that he talks to and about Joshua and Estelle. Go mention. Oh, are you talking about Kevin? Kevin Graham? The man himself? I'm excited to meet him. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? We'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. That's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Let's see, that's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. There's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work. Hi, Lloyd. He's one of your favorites? Yeah, a lot of the people that I have talked to who have played Trails seem to like him. So I think that it will be fun to finally meet him because I really don't know anything about him. For context, while I did watch a streamer friend of mine play through basically the entire series, I remember like nothing about the plot. So I know character names and I know like what characters fit in which arcs. Like I know that Van is the main character in Daybreak, like things like that. But I don't know anything about the plots and I don't really know anything about the characters themselves. So if you hear me say names that like by all accounts I should not know, that's why. That's why. You mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. Well, I imagine it's a guild of fishermen. How is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. I mean, I do mind, but I guess we'll do it anyway. Well, in a nutshell, Shara explained that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see. That seems to be the person in question, all right, which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. It looks like we should probably get a room just in case. We're gonna be in for a late night tonight. All right, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. Play Trails to find out. So true. I intend to. Okay, so I feel like we're like heading up to a bit of a story section here if we actually do go and get a room for the night. So since I do have work tomorrow, I think we might actually call it here. And then we can start Saturday by getting a room at the inn and then maybe potentially possibly running into Josette and figuring out like who the guy she was with was. I don't know if it's Kyle because Kyle ran away. Yeah, Yami, she's on Horizon, so she's on the most recent game now. I do know about the voice patch, but I decided not to install it. Yeah, I decided not to install it, but I do know about it. Thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Hold on, let's get some... We'll play a little bit of music while we find somebody we can go raid. Okay, who's on? Ooh, hold on. I have an idea. Oh. Idea. Y'all know how we were just talking about Xenogears and Xenosaga? Guys, Emmy's playing Xenogears. This is perfect. Aha! This is perfect. Okay. Yeah. This is exactly what we want. So Emmy is currently playing Xenogears. I don't know whether or not this is a first playthrough. It doesn't say. But either way, it's Xenogears time, baby! This will be super fun. But thank you all so much for being here. I do really, really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. We were able to make some progress. I might go and do that side quest that we figured out off stream, and then also I might go and do some like ornament slot unlocking off stream. But we'll find out. It kind of depends on how motivated I feel to do any of that in the next couple of days. But I will be back on Saturday, and we will continue. Maybe, I mean, I don't know how close we are to the end of chapter 1, and I don't want to know, but maybe we will finish chapter 1 on Saturday, who knows? And until then, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Yami, if you're still here, I hope you have a wonderful birthday, and I will see all of you very soon. Goodbye!